south of Valonia.
Do you note any rotation in that descending cloud?
It is hard to tell as the rain's picking up. I'm going to try and get you to see if I can see a little better when the lightning hits. In 5 EWC.
AA5JC.
AR link system counting online. Please wait. Warning. Central AR Skywarn net up. Skywarn net up.
5 LSN, testing to see if the Zello link's been restored.
I can hear you. Can you hear me?
Yeah, it's back on. In 5 LSN, Zello link restored.
This is AA5JC, assuming net control of the AR Link Skywarn net. We're just in preparation for what may come here shortly. If you have anything reportable, call net control. AA5JC. This is AA5JC. Ron, are you back up?
Yeah, I am. I still haven't been able to log into chat, so I don't know what the deal is, but I'm on the radar.
Do you see any rotation in that area around, just between Valonia and Mayflower? Or excuse me, not Conway and Mayflower?
Well, what I'm seeing is leading edge of the outflow from the thunderstorms. There might be a bit of a notch, but not much of one, but there is some, like I said, that very well could be the leading edge of that line of storms. But just due west of Mayflower, there is a bit of a kind of a notch there, so I'm watching it very closely. They've got 1 1/4 inch hail marker there just west of Maumelle, and that'll be tracking up toward Mayflower. So it's hard to say, man. Like I said, there's a lot of wind in this thing.
Absolutely. Well, please do break in if you see something that we need to see, that we need to know about, Ron.
I certainly will, and I'll just let you know from like Roland on up to west of Mayflower, I do see a lot of inbound and outbound winds. Very broad area, nothing localized or focused into a wall cloud or anything. But that's not saying that there's not a lot of wind. It is, it's trying its best to spin up. And that the heaviest part of it now is due west of Mayflower and just a bit southwest of Mayflower. I say between Roland and Mayflower. And there's a bit of a little curve there. So you just have to watch it, man. But it's sure acting up. It's really wanting to spin up. Now, I do believe that once it gets further up towards, say, like Bologna in that area, it's going to get into very, very good moist air. So it could even spin up here very soon. So we need to watch it closely.
Absolutely. So basically, if there's anyone who is in the Mayflower area, specifically south of Mayflower, or south and east of Mayflower, if you're in that area, you'd be prepared to take shelter immediately, but if you can do so safely, let us know what you see out there. AA5JC.
Skywarn net up.
N5ALC.
Station calling, this is net control, go ahead.
N5JC, this Alex on this end. N5ALC up here in Batesville. And I monitor Zolo. Off my phone, so anything else that's her direction, I'll relay back to y'all. And I'll be monitoring for a little while in 5ALC.
Do that. AA5JC.
Net control, N5DLC.
Hey, Doc.
Did I hear you earlier correct on, you said one on the ground near Wiener, just south of Jonesboro, is that correct?
Is correct. It was observed at the intersections of Highway 49 and 22.
Thank you. I'm monitoring. My daughter lives in Jonesboro, so I'm trying to turn my volume up and monitor. Thank you. N5DLC.
Who missed it just moments ago, the National Weather Service Little Rock has issued a severe thunderstorm warning with wind capable of 60 mile an hour, hail 3/4 of an inch. This is for parts of Cleburne, Faulkner, Independence, and White counties till 7:45 p.m.
The time is 7 p.m.
W5RHS repeater.
The National Weather Service in Little Rock has issued a tornado warning for parts of Faulkner, Lonoke, Pulaski, and White counties until 7:30 p.m. More to follow. At 7:01, a severe thunderstorm capable of producing a tornado was located over Mayflower, or 8 miles north of Maumelle, moving northeast at 45. Flying debris will be dangerous. Locations impacted include Cabot, Bologna, Austin in Lonoke County, Olmsted, El Paso, Cato, Ward, Mayflower, Old Austin, Saltillo, Otto, and Hamlet.
Skywarn, net up.
5JC and 5JC.
Go for net control.
For some reason, the Conway seems to be down. We can hear, but we cannot transmit.
I didn't hear most of that, but I did hear what sounds like the important part. Those in the Conway area trying to use the O3 machine cannot transmit into the net, but they can receive. Understood? If you have anything that you need to pass along, I would suggest those in Faulkner County who might use the O3 machine instead. If y'all have activity or something you need to report in, just relay that through another manner, whether it be you can send me a text message. I think a lot of you have my phone number, or you can just text George and he can get hold of me. You're welcome, Pop. AA5JC.
AA5JC net control KG5RON.
Go ahead, Ron.
Okay, didn't know if you caught it or not. We have a tornado warning for that cell for Lonoke, Faulkner, White, and Pulaski County until 7:30, I think.
Yes, sir. I read it about 4 minutes ago.
Okay, sorry about that. Didn't know if you did or not. I didn't hear you. Yeah, that's that same cell up there. It's really looking kind of bothersome to me. I'm going to have to keep a closer watch on it there. I stepped out just for a moment and it snuck up on me. I'd say 5-10 minutes ago. Well, evidently that's what they were seeing.
Just for everyone's reference, there's a basketball game, I believe it is, going in Cabot tonight, and they have moved everyone into their shelter at the Cabot High School.
Skywarn, net.
Nothing to report this time. I'm going to go down towards Spurlow, wait for this thing to pass by, and try to get it coming behind it, but just trying to get out of the way at this point. Just want to let you know it's in.
Roll is KI5RGN in Cato. Just let you know that storm is north of us, on the other side of 89, about 2 miles.
Do y'all still have a shop cat up there at NWS? KI5 RLH?
Yes, we have a direct connection.
The weather cat that helps with the weather balloons.
On this net, we collect information and pass it to the National Weather Service, not the other direction.
The first good event since I've been licensed.
I'm sorry, repeat your last.
First quality weather event since I became licensed.
Understood. No worries, man. AA5JC. Did NWS chat just throw up on itself for anybody else?
Net Control KG5RON. I've been signed in for I don't know how long. I can send private messages, but I'm not receiving anything at all on their end, from their end.
Copy both. Thank you, guys. JC, Net Control.
Roger. Do you have anything more specific about the one on the ground west of Little Rock Air Force Base as far as approximate location there?
Yeah, just 1 second. I'll review the ones that we have because I can't take it out at the moment. Break. We currently have one tornado warning active until 7:30 that affects parts of Craighead, Greene, Mississippi, and Poinsett counties. We have a severe thunderstorm warning for Little River and Sevier County, and tornado warning for Craighead, Greene, and Mississippi counties. Severe thunderstorm warning for Garland, Montgomery, and Saline counties. Break.
Skywarn, net up.
Tornado warning still in effect until 7:30 for parts of Lone Oak, Faulkner, White, and Pulaski counties. This is a severe thunderstorm capable of producing a tornado located over Olmsted or near Little Rock Air Force Base, moving east at 45 miles per hour. This is radar indicated rotation. Locations impacted should include Cabot, Valonia, Old Austin, El Paso, Cato, Ward, Austin, and Lono County, Olmsted, and Otto. I think that's the one you were asking about.
Yeah, Roger. So that's radar indicated with no confirmed visual, Roger.
That's correct.
All right, thank you. And when you stand by.
Net Control KG5RON.
Go ahead, Ron.
I didn't know if you'd noticed or not, but they extended that tornado warning for Greene, Craighead, Mississippi, and Dunklin County up in Missouri till 7:45.
To that, thank you, sir.
Okay, copy that. Yeah, they're saying that it's a confirmed large and extremely dangerous tornado moving northeast at 45, and it's near Bay, B-A-Y. No further, KG5RON. Thank you, sir. Net Control, just information, there's a definite notch in that tornado up just south of Valonia, and it looks like it's going to be making a beeline for like Austin and Ward and Beebe. Cabot's going to be affected, but I think they'll be on the south side of the inflow, but they're still going to get some storms, so there we have it.
Roger that. I'm still having trouble getting the National Weather Service chat up again, so I'm going to rely on these other sources here for some of this information. Break.
Okay, Net Control, I know what you mean. It's kind of interesting that it decides it wants to go out right when we need it the most.
Last look, the thunderstorm capable of producing a tornado was located over Olmsted or near Little Rock Air Force Base, moving northeast at 45 miles an hour. Break. The National Weather Service has issued a tornado warning for parts of Cleburne, Independence, Jackson, White, and Woodruff counties till 7:45. At 7:18, a severe thunderstorm capable of producing a tornado was located near Crosby or 11 miles northwest of Searcy, moving northeast at 45 miles per hour. Severe thunderstorm warnings are continued for parts of Cleburne,
KG5RON net control information.
Hang on 1 second, Ron.
Copy.
Okay, go ahead. I'm sorry. I was trying to see whether this one was new or not. If not, go ahead.
I just wanted to let you know that I'm showing rotation on Highway 107 and Highway 89, just a little bit north of that intersection there, making a beeline for like Ward and Austin. Just I thought I'd let you know it's tightened up just a little bit, and it's right on top of 107, about southeast of Bologna.
Mike Station, go ahead.
Kilo India 5, Mike Bravo, Dan in North Pulaski. I saw the little bit of rotation going over as well. I'm over here on phase 365. They have damage reports. About a mile from where that location is.
89 and 107.
Okay, let's try this again. Station with Mike in your call sign only. Please say again.
Control, this is Kilo India 5. Mike Bravo, Dan. I'm over here on Dorsey Road, real close to that 89 and 107, and there was a little bit of rotation going on there as it passed over, maybe approximately a minute and a half to 2 minutes ago.
Very good. And that's Dorsey Road in which town?
Dorsey Road is in North Pulaski. I'm about maybe 3/4 of a mile from the county north of me.
After that, thank you, Dan. All right, other station that was in there, go ahead, please.
EWC, you copy me now, next control?
Yes, sir, N5 EWC, this is AA5JC, go ahead.
We got reports from the fire chief of Mayflower that there was some moderate damage on Highway 89, just east of Highway 365, about a mile or so before the lake. Also, when I was at 89 and 107, I seen a small funnel coming down in 5 EWC.
When was that you saw the funnel cloud?
About 5 minutes ago. 5 minutes.
Thank you. AA5JC.
Net control AA5JC, KG5RON. Just information that couplet on the newest update is now crossing over State Highway 5 northwest of Cabot. And they just issued a new tornado warning on that, just on that couplet.
Okay, this one is a little bit outside of our range, but I'm going to go ahead and mention it because this is now a particularly dangerous situation. They have deemed this a PDS, right?
Skywarn. Yeah.
Tornado warning remains in effect until 7:45 p.m. for parts of Greene, Craighead, Mississippi, and southwestern Dunklin counties. At 7:24, it confirmed a large and extremely dangerous tornado was located over Manette, moving northeast at 45 miles an hour. This is a particularly dangerous situation. Take cover immediately. This is a damaging tornado. Weather spotter confirmed. This is a life-threatening situation. Again, this is in a far corner of northeast Arkansas. So those who are not in and around, if you're not within 45-minute drive of Jonesboro, chill out. Everybody else up there, take cover. National Weather Service in Little Rock has issued a tornado warning for northern Prairie County, northwest Lono County, southern White County, and northeastern Pulaski County in central Arkansas. Break. This new tornado warning lasts until 8:15 p.m. At 7:26, a severe thunderstorm capable of producing a tornado is located near Cabot, moving northeast at 40 miles per hour. Locations impacted include Cabot, Searcy, Beebe, Ward, Bald Knob, Austin and Lono County, Judsonia, Kennett, Higginson, West Point, Old Austin, Crosby, Sylvania, Thurman, Pryor, McRae, Garner, and Griffithville.
Net control is KG5RON.
Go ahead, Ron.
Well, never mind. There's a new severe thunderstorm warning. I was going to tell you about that storm over Mountain Valley. Really pulsed up in the last minute or so, so I think I was going to let you know they might be issuing a warning, and they did.
Roger that. This is AA5JC, Net Control. National Weather Service in Little Rock has issued a severe thunderstorm warning for parts of Prairie, Lone Oak, Faulkner, White, and Pulaski counties. At 7:38, severe thunderstorm is located over Oak Grove in Pulaski County or near Sherwood, moving northeast at 50 miles an hour. 60-mile-an-hour wind gusts and penny-sized hail. Radar indicated. Expect damage to roofs, siding, and trees. Locations impacted will include Little Rock, North Little Rock, Sherwood, Jacksonville, Cabot, Maumelle, Little Rock Air Force Base, North Little Rock Airport, Beebe, and Ward. Tornado warning remains in effect until 7:45 for parts of Woodruff, Independence, Jackson, and northeastern White counties. At 7:30, a severe thunderstorm capable of producing a tornado was located near Pangburn, or 9 miles north of Searcy, moving east at 40 miles an hour.
Skywarn, net up.
H in West Little Rock with another storm spotter, Ben, Net Control. We see some significant outflow in the direction of Small Mountain from us up here by the Heights and Villages of Wellington. And I think the show's about to start pretty well. KF5 RLH.
Thank you.
Net Control KG5, all in.
Hey, Ron.
Okay, just information. We have a couple of cells. One of them is what that spotter was talking about. Just south of Ferndale, that storm, it's in central Saline County now. It's just pulsed up considerably, and it's got a hail marker 1.5 inches. And also moving into extreme western Saline County behind that storm, around Hot Springs Village, got another storm that has pulsed up, and it's got 1.25 inches hail. And it is the severe thunderstorm warned cell, but there's 2 of them in the county, and they're both heading towards the Little Rock area.
Ron, remind me, where is Independence County?
Okay, that'll be up around Batesville, northern or northeastern part of the state.
Could be listening, so I'll go ahead and with this one, severe weather statements, National Weather Service issued. It says a tornado warning remains in effect till 7:45 for Woodruff, Independence, Jackson, and White counties. At 7:30, severe thunderstorm capable of producing a tornado was located near Pangburn, or 9 miles north of Searcy, moving east at 45 miles an hour. And listen, I just want to say this real quick. Stations out there, I don't care if you've been trained or not, if you see any hail of any size, damage to trees or structures of any kind, or if you can see a cloud that is actually rotating, it's not just dangling down from a storm, but it's rotating, let us know about that. Just happy to take those reports. Please, if you can do so, observe safely. If you can't do so, don't observe. AA5JC.
KI5MIL, Net Control, information.
KI5MIL.
We're seeing a lot of power outages starting to pop, especially between Pangburn and Steep Rock. Those circuits have gone down. That's the area they're talking about with the storm. So that probably indicates that there is some high winds and dangerous conditions in that area.
Thank you, sir. Ron, be advised, power flashes here at the house, and I do not have backup on this radio, so if I go down, it'll be for about 5 minutes before I can get to mine. We do have nickel-sized hail here at my location in West Little Rock.
Power flashes in the distance north of Chenal Mountain from our vantage point in Villages of Wellington.
Okay, station that said they were seeing power flashes off in the distance. You said up around the Chenal area?
Skywarn, net up.
Solid copy, confirmed, KF5 RLH.
Okay, copy that. The heaviest part of the storm cell right now is on the Saline-Pulaski County line. and I wouldn't doubt that you're seeing some type of power flashes, but I can't see anything here on the velocities. Just a lot of wind coming out of those storms. It might very well be just wind knocking limbs and stuff around and shorting things out.
This is Kilo Delta 5, Romeo Lima, Quebec, Benjamin. With Arkansas Skywarn. We do have power flashes over here by up north of Rolling Road, going towards looks like Highway 10. That's where we're seeing power flashes.
Okay, copy that, and we appreciate that. That is right in the middle of that upticked severe thunderstorm here. Without a doubt, I'm looking at it, and we're looking at inch and a half, inch and 3/4 inch hail. So, I wouldn't doubt that there might be something spinning up there. Kind of hard to see in there, but I do see some rotation, and not far from the county line, Saline-Pulaski County line, around Ferndale. Just to reiterate, there is not a tornado warning on that cell. It's strictly a severe thunderstorm warning until 8 o'clock. That's for Perry, Garland, Saline, and Pulaski County. And I haven't gotten an update on the warning as of right now. And we do have another severe warning here for Prairie, Lone Oak, Faulkner, White, and Pulaski County till 8:15. And, of course, we have that tornado warning effective until 8:15 for Prairie, Lone Oak, White, Pulaski. And then we also have one more real quick for Prairie. Prairie, Lone Oak, White, and Pulaski, and that's until 8:15. And as of right now, I don't see any severe ones, tornadic cells or anything as of right now in the central part of the state for the Saline or Pulaski County. KG5 all in.
From Kilo Echo 5, Yankee Quebec Bravo, KU5 YQB.
YQB, go ahead.
Hey Josh, we're getting English pea-size hail here at Taylor Loop and Highway 10.
Pea-size hail, Taylor Loop and Highway 10. I was about to say Taylor 10. Anyway, yeah, thanks.
Listen, KI5 RLH intense 10 out of 10 rain, wind driven at about 60-degree angle.
Roger that. One was just issued, and I think Ron just read it, but it's tornado warning for parts of Prairie County, Lonoke County, White, and Pulaski counties till 8:15 p.m. Be advised, Shane, if you're listening, the power is out at Cabot High School. They've got all of them in, all of the folks there for the basketball game in shelter, but they're all in the dark and pretty scared.
Net control KG5 RON in reference to that storm.
Ron, hang on 1 second. Other station trying to call, go ahead. Other station that was trying to call, say no.
WX0X, we're actually in North Cabot right now. Power is out across the north part of the town. Currently, damage, emergency services are out moving around, so I think there was some. WX0X.
0X, thank you. AA5JC, back to you, Ron.
Skywarn, net up.
Okay, thanks a lot. Just information, there is a very broad area of rotation, and I can see why they put a tornado warning on that cell. It is, just west-southwest of Cabot, and I don't like the track it's taking. It's going right toward Cabot, Austin, and Ward.
KI5. KI5 station, go ahead.
Relaying report from 367 Ward. Power is out there as well.
After that, thank you.
western side of Ward.
Roger that, thank you. At 7:44, severe thunderstorm was located over West Little Rock, moving east at 60 miles an hour. This includes 60-mile-an-hour wind gusts and quarter-size hail. Expect hail damage to vehicles. Expect wind damage to roof, siding, and trees. Locations impacted include Little Rock, North Little Rock, Sherwood, Jacksonville, West Little Rock, Maumelle, downtown Little Rock, Lone Oak, Hazen, North Little Rock Airport, Southwest Little Rock, Carlisle, Argenta, Barrettsville, Gravel Ridge, Meadow, McGrunner, Pothrow Junction, Lakewood, and Camp Robinson. Ron?
Net Control KG5RON. Just some information for you. It looks like there's another linear line of storms that's trying to build up in Oklahoma and Texas, and it's tracking this way already.
National Weather Service Little Rock is continuing a tornado warning. That is radar indicated, including 1-inch hail for Lone Oak, Prairie, Pulaski, and White counties till 8:15. Ron, I'm going to pass it to you for a second. I got to close my garage. AA5JC.
Okay, AA5JC, KG5RON, assuming control of the AR Link System Skywarn net until he gets to get back in the room here. Just information, folks, we do have that that tornado warning, and it's staying in effect until 8:15 for Prairie, Lone Oak, and White and northeastern Pulaski counties. Severe thunderstorm is capable of producing a tornado located over Cabot, moving east at 50 miles an hour. And we've had reports that the power's out in the north end of Cabot and in Cabot proper. So, and the kids evidently are in, some kind of a ball game. I believe it's a basketball game, maybe. I'm not sure. But they're in the dark, but they are safe right now, and they're very scared. So I can understand. This cell I'm looking at right now, over just west or over Cabot, has 1 3/4 inch hail. And it's going to be affecting Cabot, Austin, and Ward in the next few minutes. No further KG5RON, AR Link System Skywarn net control.
Skywarn net up.
AA5JC, I'm back.
Okay, AA5JC, it's KG5RON, relinquishing control of the AR Link System Skywarn net. Back to you, sir.
AA5JC, I have the con. I've already read this one, but I'm going to say it again because it deserves it. There's another tornado warning issued for southeastern Independence County in north-central Arkansas, northern Jackson County in eastern Arkansas, and north-central White County in central Arkansas until 8:30 p.m. At 7:47, a severe thunderstorm capable of producing a tornado was located near Pleasant Plains, or 16 miles west of Newport, moving northeast at 50 miles an hour.
This is KG5FCR. I'm out here in Oak Grove along I-40 in the Marche area, and we've got dime-sized hail out here along with some pretty impressive winds.
I copy dime-sized hail along I-40 at Oak Grove. Thank you.
Skywarn net up.
The National Weather Service in Little Rock has issued a severe thunderstorm warning for parts of Clark, Pike, Clark, Pike, Dallas, Garland, Hot Spring, and Montgomery counties in Arkansas until 8:45. At 7:49, a severe thunderstorm is located over Ben Lomond, or 10 miles west of Mineral Springs, moving northeast at 60 miles per hour. Hazard includes 60-mile-an-hour wind gusts and quarter-size hail. The National Weather Service in Little Rock has had to seek temporary shelter and transfer operations over to Tulsa for incoming radar, indicated 70 to 80-mile-an-hour winds. They will be back in 10 minutes unless the building is damaged. Moving over to Tulsa chat. Of course, that doesn't mean anything for y'all. You emergency for southern Dunklin and Pemiscot counties, including Denton and Steele. Tornado warning remains in effect until 8:15 for north central Mississippi, Pemiscot, southeastern Dunklin, northwestern Dyer, and southwestern Lake counties. Most of these are outside of the state of Arkansas, but since this is a tornado emergency, I felt it was important to go ahead and announce this. This is a particularly dangerous situation. Take cover now. This is a deadly tornado. Radar confirmed. You are in a life-threatening situation if you're in this area. Break. Tornado will be near Cooter around 8, Steele and Deering around 8:05, Crothersville, Haiti, and Haiti Heights around 8:15. Other locations including Lennox, Ayers, Cullman, Hathaway, Woodland Corner, Pascola, Holland, Tenemo, number 9, and Booth's Point.
Net Control KG5RON, just a short comment.
Go ahead, Ron.
Yeah, that tornadic cell up in the Boot Hill that you're talking about, in all my years of doing different, weather and such, I've never seen a couplet this organized and big. This is a big one and big tornado, and it's showing up on all the different scans, and I'm looking at correlation coefficient, and there is definitely a tornado on the ground with all the debris, because you can see it as plain as day.
Skywarn, net up.
The time is 8 p.m.
W5RHS, repeater.
Severe thunderstorm warning remains in effect until 8:15 for northeastern Hempstead, parts of Sevier, Howard, and Nevada counties. At 7:55, a severe thunderstorm was located near Crater of Diamond State Park or near Murfreesboro, moving northeast at 50 miles an hour. The main hazard is 60-mile-an-hour wind gusts and quarter-size hail. New warning incoming. Some insider information from the National Weather Service. They're closely watching the storm over western Pulaski County. That's where I am. Great. It has a bounded weak echo region and is moving towards the west side of Little Rock. That's exactly where I am. Another one says, I'm deployed at War Memorial Stadium, therefore I'm just providing observations from here while the office is sheltered. Oh, thank you, Dennis. And a new tornado warning coming for eastern White County area. Low-level rotation is not great, but environment is, quote, very favorable. Break. National Weather Service in Little Rock has issued a tornado warning. Radar indicated for Jackson, White, and Woodruff counties until 8:45 p.m. At 8:02, a severe thunderstorm capable of producing a tornado was located near Bald Knob, or 8 miles west of Augusta, moving northeast at 45 miles per hour.
Come again with your last transmission. Other frequency, Steph told me I couldn't quite hear what you were saying. I couldn't get the volume down on it quick enough. W85 GLS.
GLS, you're on our frequency. AA5JC, net control.
Skywarn, net.
Oh, sorry.
No worries. If I had $1 for every time I did that, I would have more than $1.
ON5 EWC.
EWC.
Quarter-size hail at Highway 5 and Highway 89. Highway 5 and Highway 89.
I copy. Quarter-size hail, Highway 5 and Highway 89. Thank you.
Net Control KG5RON.
Go ahead, Ron.
Josh, are you anywhere out there around Chenal?
I am less than 1 mile from said mountain.
Yeah, copy that. I heard you mentioning that bounded weak echo region there, and that is pretty close to where you're at. I just thought I'd let you know it's showing up a little bit on radar. It's kind of getting close, to the closer it is to the radar, when you got a bunch of other storms, it gets kind of muddled, but I do see what they're talking about in there.
Yeah, really before the crazy rain started and forced us into our vehicles, every time the lightning flashed, we saw either inflow or outflow. The light was never there long enough to ascertain which. but it was the most impressive I've seen this year by far.
Control WX0X with a question.
0X.
Tornado warning for North Pulaski and northern Lonoke County. Where did they say the position was and how long ago was that?
Sorry, there was a lightning flash that made a crash on your audio. Say it again, please.
Tornado warning, I didn't hear you read it, but it was North Pulaski and North Lonoke County. I was curious what the position of the storm was that they were warning for.
Hang on 1 second, let me pull it back up. This is the most recent one that includes, let's see, tornado warning remains in effect till 8:15 for northwestern Prairie, northern Lonoke, south central White, and northeastern Pulaski counties. And the most recent one, I'm not even seeing on here. They mentioned it in the chat, but it's not showing on this. 1 second. Okay, here's what they said. This was not an official statement. This was just something that someone said in the chat. This was from the National Weather Service, though. They did say that they're closely watching a storm over western Pulaski County. It has a bounded weak echo region and is moving towards the west side of Little Rock. Then he also said that he's not in the Weather Service office. He's actually deployed at War Memorial Stadium to support their operations. They did have football championship game there going on tonight. They've since canceled that game, obviously, and that's when they said they had the new tornado warning for eastern White County. Low-level rotation's not great, but the environment is favorable, so they went ahead and issued.
Skywarn, net up.
WX0X.
AA5JC.
Net control KG5, all in.
Go ahead.
Okay, just wanted to let you know, and anybody out in that area, in the Cabot area, we have that tornado warning till 8:15. I'm seeing a very broad area of rotation right now on, Highway 5 and close to, Highway 89, 5 and 89. There's a fairly large area of rotation there tracking northeast, and Cabot might want to keep heads up. In fact, it's close to Cabot right now, maybe to the north, maybe northwest, maybe a mile, no further.
WWC, I'm at Highway 167 and Highway 89. I'm not seeing anything currently.
NWS chat is officially a dumpster fire tonight. A severe thunderstorm warning remains in effect till 8:45 for Clark, Pike, Dallas, Garland, and Hot Spring counties. At 8:07, a severe thunderstorm is located 10 miles northwest, northeast of Crater of Diamond State Park, or 10 miles east of Murfreesboro, moving east at 60 miles an hour.
Net control information on that storm for KG5RON. That storm you were referring to, spinning like a top. You can see inbound winds on the north and south side of the storm.
National Weather Service has issued a flash flood warning for parts of Faulkner, Garland, Lonoke, Perry, Pulaski, Saline, White, and Woodruff counties.
Net Control N1LUG, would you mind repeating that last warning?
Skywarn, net up.
Issued at 8:12 p.m., flash flood warning. Areas affected include Faulkner, Garland, Lonoke, Perry, Pulaski, Saline, White, and Woodruff counties. That is a flash flood warning. Expires on December 10th at 10:45 p.m.
Thank you.
The tornado warning remains in effect until 8:30 for northeastern Jackson County. 8:16 p.m., a severe thunderstorm capable of producing a tornado is located near Tuckerman, or 9 miles northeast of Newport, moving northeast at 50 miles per hour. National Weather Service in Little Rock has continued a tornado warning. This is an observed tornado for parts of Jackson, White, and Woodruff counties until 8:45 p.m. At 8:20, a confirmed tornado was located near Tupelo or near Augusta, moving east at 45 miles per hour.
Skywarn, net up.
Radar radar, confirmed tornado just southeast of Fitzhugh, heading directly at Tupelo. Heading directly at Tupelo. Tornado warning remains in effect until 8:45 for northern Woodruff, southeastern Jackson, and east central White counties. Confirmed tornado located near Tupelo or near Augusta, moving east at 40 miles per hour. AA5JC, net control. A severe thunderstorm remains in effect until 8:30 p.m. for Central Prairie, Central Lone Oak, and East Central Pulaski counties. At 8:22, a severe thunderstorm was located over Thurman, or 12 miles east of Cabot, moving east at 60 miles per hour. Hazard is 60-mile-an-hour winds and quarter-size hail. Radar indicated. Impact is hail damage to vehicles. Expect wind damage to roofs, siding, and trees. Locations impacted include Little Rock, North Little Rock, Sherwood, Jacksonville, downtown Little Rock, Lone Oak, Hazen, North Little Rock Airport, Southwest Little Rock, and Carlisle. The Joshua Weather Service in Little Rock has issued a coal warning for the National Weather Service chat. They are receiving nothing but coal this year.
Skywarn, net up. KG5 RON information for net control.
Go ahead, Ron.
Just information for you. I'm watching a streamer on the internet. He's a very good meteorologist, and he's got people chasing the storm that went through the Jonesboro area. And he just said that somebody is a nurse up there at the Monette Nursing Facility. Is asking for any doctors and nurses to come and help. It's just south of Jonesboro. That's all I could pick up. Evidently a nursing home has been flattened.
Alright, I'm calling that one in. AA5JC.
Copy that. He said something about it being the Monette Nursing Home, I believe, or Monette Nursing Facility. It's a nursing home, and he just said south of Jonesboro. I don't know if it's actual proper Jonesboro or where, but he said they're calling for help.
I can't confirm that. A storm spotter friend of mine that is in the area sent me a video of that in UWC.
Okay, copy that. And this information, that tornado that caused that problem is still on the ground, and it's up in Missouri right now. And like I said, I've been doing radar and the such for many years, and I've never seen one it looked this good on radar. I mean, it's got all the parameters. It's got, the debris. It's got the hook. It's got the inflow and outflow. It's a very large one, and it's been on the ground for the whole time.
Control in 1AUG.
I believe Josh is doing some work right this second. Go ahead. This is net control, KG5RON.
It was reported to me a few moments ago that was potentially in Leachville, where that nursing home was at. That's not verified. Just throwing that out there.
Okay, when you were telling me where that was, you kind of broke up and dropped out. What was the name of the town, do you believe?
Yeah, Ron. Secondhand report said that it was actually in Leachville, that nursing home. It was entrapment and calling for rescue. But that is not verified. It's just that's a report that came through over here.
Okay, copy that. Yeah, like I said, I was watching a streamer do his severe weather reporting and the such, and I just that's what I heard. It was somewhere south of Jonesboro, but that's all I know.
Net control.
AA5JC, go ahead.
About 1 mile southeast of Cabot on Highway 89. We got quarter-size hail.
Quarter-size hail southeast of Cabot. Roger.
Skywarn, net up.
miles southeast of Newport, moving northeast at 55 miles per hour. National Weather Service is continuing a severe thunderstorm warning for parts of Clark, Dallas, Garland, and Hot Spring County till 8:45. Heads up, they're watching there's a Jacksonville supercell heading northeast. Big core of reflectivity aloft over an inflow notch indicating a well-organized supercell. Heads up in that area around Jacksonville and northeast.
Net control KG5RON. It's also got a hail core just south of Cabot, 2.5-inch hail.
After that, the National Weather Service issued a severe thunderstorm warning, severe threat considerable, and that's when it wants to refresh. That's perfect. Hang on.
K5 TGZ.
TGZ, go ahead.
Daughter-in-law found a picture up there at Morrilton. Up there by Jonesboro, and yeah, it looks like it looks like a tornado did hit the Monette Manor nursing home.
After that, thank you.
Warning, just net control. Josh, I just sent you a message on your messenger device. It's a bad situation up there. W5 where it is.
QST. Nurses and doctors are asking for any assistance from medical personnel to come to Monette Manor Nursing Home. The nursing home has collapsed with everyone inside. If there's anyone in the area of Monette, Arkansas, who can aid safely, please do so. AA5JC.
Skywarn, net up.
If that doesn't make you want to say a prayer, I don't know what will.
Copy that, net control, and just more information. I hate to be the bearer of bad news. I have another tornadic cell getting ready to affect that area soon. KG5RON.
National Weather Service in Little Rock continues a severe thunderstorm warning with thunderstorm damage threat being considerable. Wind 70 miles per hour. Hail 1 inch for parts of Lone Oak, Prairie, White, and Woodruff counties till 9 p.m. The National Weather Service in Little Rock has issued a severe thunderstorm warning with possible tornado. Wind 60 miles per hour for Jackson and Woodruff counties till 9:30.
Net control from 85FU.
You go ahead.
Just follow up. I can confirm that was the nursing home in Monette Manor, and they are doing a full emergency response on it. Just had contact with my medical contacts up in Northeast region.
Skywarn, net up.
All right, thank you very much for the update, John. AA5JC.
Net control, KG5RON. May I speak with 85FU direct shortly?
Go ahead with your cross-traffic run.
Okay, thank you, sir. 85FU KG5RON.
Go ahead.
Just wanted to pass along information in reference to the Monette Manor nursing home. They are saying on KAIT television at least 2 fatalities as of right now.
Affirmative. I had brief word with the hospital emergency preparedness coordinator, and they are rolling the ambibus and other medical resources from the region down there immediately, so they will be taken care of very shortly.
Copy that. I'm looking at a drone picture of the nursing home very much devastated, very much. The entire thing is caved in. Thank you, Net Control. No further, KG5RON.
KC5 GFL west of Arkadelphia.
This is KG5RON. I guess Josh stepped away or he's on chat. Go ahead, station west of Arkadelphia.
Sorry about that. Had a call from the National Weather Service. AA5JC Net Control. What I missed?
Well, I believe it might have been Fred calling in. All I caught was somebody west of Arkadelphia, and I thought it might have been Fred. I'm not sure, but there's a big storm moving into Arkadelphia as we speak.
1 RES.
RES.
KC5 GFL, Fred, west of Arkadelphia, dime size hail, 50-60 mile an hour wind.
Dime size hail, 56 mile an hour wind. You say west of Arkadelphia?
Yes, sir. West of Arkadelphia, 50 to 60 mile an hour wind, dime size hail. Go ahead.
Clean copy. Thank you, sir. AA5JC Net Control. All right, since all of the tornado warnings in our area are expired now, I'm going to go ahead and bring down the link, and please stay weather aware. This could fire back up at any moment. In that case, we'll be back. So I'll bring down the net and return all of the repeaters to normal imagery use. Please stand by until you hear my voice again. AA5JC.
Shutting down AR link system net. Please wait. Acknowledged net is over. Remote link off. UHF link on.
AA5JC returning all repeaters to normal imagery use. AA5JC clear.
Thank you for everything tonight there, JC. N5EWC.
Mobile. Roger, roger.
N5 Ellison monitoring. 5 TPK monitoring.
KG5RON monitoring the radar.
Ron, are you going to be watching that spot up around Jonesboro still?
Yeah, copy that. I try to keep up with all of the severe weather in the state, whether it's in central or where.
All right. Are you still going to read off the warnings and stuff up that direction? I got some people up there I'm trying to watch for.
Yeah, copy that. The only warning I have as of right now, effective till 9 o'clock, tornado warning for western Poinsett and northwestern Cross County. Thunderstorm producing a tornado located near Waldenburg, 9 miles southwest of Harrisburg, moving northeast at 45 miles an hour. And then behind that, a part of that storm complex, there's a couple of severe thunderstorm warnings, but that's the only tornado warning that I see as of right now.
All right, thank you, Ron, and thank you, Josh. W5TPK, I'll be monitoring.
Just information for you there, the Weather Service in Memphis has issued a tornado warning for southeastern Craighead and central Poinsett County until 9:45. Severe thunderstorm is producing a tornado located near Harrisburg, moving northeast at 45 miles an hour. And I hope that helps you. KG5RON, going to step away just for about 3 or 4, maybe 5 minutes. We'll be back. KG5RON, clear.
KG5 issue.
Go ahead, Cody. W5TPK.
I was wondering what kind of folks you had up around Jonesboro way.
Station trying to get into the repeater, you wasn't quite making it. And Cody, Joe and Susie, last time I heard, she messaged me a minute or so ago, and they're okay, and they're waiting out the next round.
I texted her earlier, and she said that they barely got missed by 8 miles. I texted her earlier to make sure that they knew it was on the way, and I was wondering, I was hoping and praying you didn't have anybody in that Monette Manor nursing facility. Holy cow, I bet that's never mind. I bet that's a bad deal.
Last time I heard, she told me 2 had passed, 5 seriously injured, and 20 was trapped in that Monette. I'm not sure what it is current, but I'm going to just step to the side here, and maybe somebody else is trying to get in there, so anyways, it's the only people I knew about up that direction with Susie and Joe.
Okay, roger that. This is AG5, clear and listening.
W5TBK, W5RHS short.
Go ahead, Kelly.
The current injury report, did you say? Or the current status up there?
Well, I'm sure she's listening to the local EMS and local hams and all that up there. She told me 2 had passed, there was 2 fatalities, 5 seriously injured, and 20 trapped. And that was as of 8:41 p.m.
20 trapped, okay, thank you. W5RHS.
W5TPK clear. Kirk, I know that was you in there, KI5AZG. Did you have something, W5TPK?
Where is that Monette nursing home?
Well, I'm not exactly sure on mileage, but it's east of Brooklyn or east of Jonesboro, Arkansas.
Roger. Appreciate it. Thank you.
KI5AZG, W5TPK clear.
Severe thunderstorm warning. This is W5RHS repeater.
KG5RON, W5RHS.
Yeah, Kelly, go ahead. KG5RON.
You'll keep us advised of the warnings coming up on us.
Yeah, copy that. I'm just getting back in the room. I stepped out for about 5 minutes. We do have a severe thunderstorm warning remaining in effect until 9:30 for northeastern Clark, central Grant, northwestern Dallas County, and southeastern Saline County, and also for Hot Spring County. Severe thunderstorms located near Malvern, moving northeast at 50. And it's going to be probably quite gusty there. I've been watching that storm, and it's got a bit of a rotation to it. That's going to be affecting Bryant, Malvern, and Haskell, Benton, Arkadelphia, Sheridan, Rockport. So, it's a pretty nasty-looking cell. In fact, it looks like it's got like an S shape. So there's a couple of cells that are popping up here in southern Saline County, just south of Benton, and they're kind of connecting up and kind of making the S shape. Are you looking at your GR level 3.
Back to it right now. Boy, it's starting to get really noisy outside now.
Yeah, copy that, because the storms that are forming south, of Benton here, and I'm getting a lot of lightning and thunder and the such, but the heaviest part of the storm is from Magnet Cove to Malvern, and then back down just east of Midway.
N5 LSN, Arkadelphia.
On the Arkadelphia repeater?
No, I'm on Zello right now. I just watched the power go out across the street, and I've got crazy wind gusts down here. Rain is blowing completely horizontal across. I'm sitting at a gas station because I couldn't go across a bridge.
Did you copy that, Ron?
Yeah, copy that. Sorry about that. I was doing something else here. My wife come in the room here. But, yeah, they pulled the net down a while ago because we don't have any more tornadic cells.
Well, we still have, we can continue on with it. I mean, it's, we have Skywarn nets for severe thunderstorms, especially in tornado watches, so we can carry on.
Yeah, copy that. That tornado that hit up there near Jonesboro in Monette Manor Nursing Home, it was on the ground, and I hate to tell you this, but it is still on the ground, and I believe it's moving into Kentucky now. So that's well over 150 more miles on the ground.
That was that storm that came through here that spawned that originally, right?
There's tornado reported up here.
The other station, IEE, go ahead.
Yeah, I think it was up tornado reported in that area.
I didn't pull any of that out. I don't think you did either, Kelly. But I think he might have been talking about those tornado warnings up in the northeastern part of the state. I see a couplet near Harrisburg, moving off to the north and east, and that is the Craighead and Poinsett counties until, I can't see this. But anyway, yeah, it's for them until 9:45.
If you would, look at that line of storms that's south of, just right at Malvern. Notice there's a kink in the line right there between Malvern and Traskwood. If you see anything looks suspicious right in there, because those tornadoes have been developing in those kinks in the line.
W5 DSD.
DSD, go ahead.
I've been keeping an eye on the situation here. Not too bad. It's really calm now. I think we've missed everything around here in Glen Rose.
Maybe so. I think it's the bulk of the storm is just right at the eastern side of Malvern, between Malvern and Poen, what it looks like, and there's a kink in the line kind of between Traskwood and Malvern, a notch looking. And then there's another one down around Midway, that S shape you're talking about, Ron.
Yeah, I see that one's pretty good there, right down 270.
Say again, lightning got you.
Yeah, I said I see that where it's bowed out pretty good right down the middle of 270 right now. W5 DSD Friday.
20 back in Skywarn mode for here locally. 75 RHS.
Warning. Central AR Skywarn net up. Skywarn net up.
W5 RHS, KT5 all in. This KG5RON reiterating, we do have a severe thunderstorm warning remaining in effect until 9:30 for, I believe it's southeastern Clark County, central Grant County, northwestern Dallas County, southeastern Saline County, and Hot Spring County also. Severe thunderstorm located near Malvern, moving northeast at 55 miles an hour. You can expect high winds, high gusty winds, hail. Probably at least a quarter-inch hail, half-inch hail now, the shear marker shows, or the hail marker. And Kelly asked me a while ago about, the inflow possibly around the Trashwood area, or Malvern and Trashwood. Well, it's just south and southeast Trashwood now, and it's not. What it is, there's a couple of 3 storms that are all converging, and you got winds from each one of those storms blowing in every direction, pretty much, outflow, from the storms, and those are causing these little anomalies on the radial velocities or the regular base velocity radars. But I'm not seeing anything. I am seeing, however, high winds and hail, and got a new marker here for the hail, which would show it at 1 inch hail. So that'll be just west of Prattsville for the 1-inch hail, and the high winds and the such throughout the storm. But around Trashwood and Detente, there's a bit of little wind different directions because we have 3 storms that are converging up there. KG5RON.
W5 TPK with comment.
Go ahead, TPK. KG5RON.
Got friends up there in Jonesboro. Just got a message from them and said that there was a nursing home in Truman that just had a tornado hit the nursing home down there too. So that makes 2 nursing homes up there that got hit.
Yeah, I copy that. And the bad thing is the tornado that hit the Jonesboro and Monette area there, still on the ground. And it's, I believe, moving into Kentucky now. So it's officially a tri-state tornado.
RON K5BBC.
Go ahead, KG5RON.
This is K5DBC, David over here in Redfield. What was the warning you said was in Grant County? Was that tornado or thunderstorm?
That is severe thunderstorm. We have no tornado warnings except in the extreme northeastern part of the state. So yeah, it's severe thunderstorm warning.
Skywarn, that's up.
Thanks for that. We'll be looking for that one here probably about an hour and a half to hit us.
Well, to be honest, the way these storms have been picking it up and putting it down, they're moving at about 50 miles an hour. Might be sooner than you think. Just be weather aware and keep your eyes and ears open, and take shelter if you have to. Don't take make any silly decisions to try to report a tornado or something. You go ahead and take shelter. You can always give us the information after the fact. KG5RON. I am going to take a quick break, and I'm going to eat my bowl of soup I've been trying to eat for about 10 minutes now. So I'll give you information if something pops up on the radar or any warnings. Well, speak of the devil. One just popped up, a new severe thunderstorm warning. Let me get my area here. Okay, the National Weather Service, Little Rock, issued a severe thunderstorm warning effective until 10 p.m. Northern Grant, northwestern Jefferson, southeastern Saline, and southeastern Pulaski County. 919 radar, severe thunderstorm located near Tull, about 9 miles southeast of Benton, moving northeast at 60 miles an hour. Of course, you'll have the 60-mile-an-hour wind gust and quarter-size hail. So, just information for you there. Yes, indeed. Just west of Sheridan, very heavy thunderstorm. It's got a big bow in it, if you will. So I know for a fact there's big wind gusts just moved through the Prattsville area. So we're looking at Belfast and further down the line, East End and Woodson. So information there. I don't see any rotation, but I do indeed see a lot of wind gusts coming out of it. So it's not saying that the storm is not spinning. It's not spinning enough to form a couplet. So there you have it. KT5RON, going to take a quick breather and finish my suit. We're clear.
5 RHS and 1 RS.
5 RHS, go ahead.
Okay, apparently Fred's still in contact. He's just out of power. So I'll quit bothering him.
Okay, I just had to put the phone on charge. All this is exhausted. I've been swamped. W5 RHS.
Skywarn, that spot. Oh, Lordy. That was almost in that spot. In 1 RES, standing by. So, one sprung up, it's going to get me. And it's got 2 updrafts in it. In 1 RES, standing by.
Maybe Mr. Ron will be done with his soup here in a minute and can give us some analysis. W5 RHS.
K5WRS monitoring.
Good evening, Bill. Is your tire still up?
Yep. As far as I know it is. I've just been sitting here listening to all the action on the radio and watching some of the weather guys on TV and listening to the thunder and watching the lightning when it was all going on.
All right. Y'all take it away. I'm fixing to be throwing some coax out the window, or the front door, I should say. This don't look good for lightning. In 1 RES, be back in a few.
N5 DLC has been monitoring. And then they have Broadcast 5, been listening to them. In Truman, they do have a tornado on the ground. It landed on the bypass. They're not sure about the nursing home yet. They're trying to send people over there to check it out. But they got a lot going on right now, and they're taking cover while they're transporting people from Monette. So everybody's kind of hectic right now out there. N5 DLC.
What feed is that so I can listen to it too?
Northeast Arkansas, Southeast Missouri Public Safety. That's what all the traffic's been on right now. It's pretty hectic. They're transporting people out of the nursing home to a safe location. But right now they are trying to send people over to Truman and verify, but they're having issues, obviously.
Looking at radar, there is quite a couplet on top of Truman right now.
Yeah, I would figure. They're saying there is debris. But, Broadcast 5 is probably a 2 to 4 minute delay. So, but they do have one on the ground. So I'll get back to monitoring. N5 DOC.
Eric, what county is it in? So that would help me a lot.
Craighead County.
Eric, if you have statewide mutual aid talk groups in your AWIN radio, they are burning it up there too. I've heard it on the Vector A-wind scanner.
Skywarn, net up.
5RHS.
I have good news for people in Bauxite, Sardis, and Landmark. It just lost its hell core in one RS.
Kelly, were you able to hear what they said about Truman Nursing Home? I was on the phone. N5 DOC.
The tail end of it, because time I found it, I know they're talking about it a whole lot on the MAC channel. There is a MAC channel specifically for that.
What MAC channel is it? I think I got it.
Gotta go see the MAC, see what number it is. It's not showing on this trunk tracker. I've gotta go get the A-wind radio and see what lights it up.
KG5RON, it might be like it was when the tornado hit Jonesboro. It might be northeast 5, but I could be wrong on that.
3 has just been assigned to Jonesboro.
I believe he said northeast 3.
8 is on.
Oh, I said MAC 3.
Thank you, John. N5 DOC.
W5RHS, N5LS.
What was going just here, or what?
I'm in the shack for 675. It's down for power failure.
Okay. So it still has an antenna.
Yeah, everything looks good. The whole street was dark on my way over here, so it's just power outage. Cell tower next to it's still up, but it has generators, of course.
When in the building, you don't smell anything. That's good.
No, I knew it was power outage as soon as I was coming down the street, but figured I'd come in here and smell for smoke anyways. There's nothing wrong with it.
Skywarn, net up.
Appreciate it much. That's one load off my mind. W5RHS.
N5LS and standing by.
Hey, Kelly. N5 DOC.
Yeah, go ahead.
I don't have it verified yet, but my daughter got a text from her friend at Hang On, Hey Radios. They hit one of her friend's grandfather's house in Truman, and he said it also hit a nursing home partially.
Another nursing home then. Okay. So that will be on the feed, the Broadcastify feed, not this MAC channel then.
They're discussing it on that MAC channel right now, guys.
Thanks, John. Yeah, I wasn't verified is what I was saying, so I got to wait and hear, but she's getting a call from her friend about her grandpa, because her grandpa's all right, but they had hit their house and got some of it on camera.
This KG5RON information have a severe thunderstorm warning effective until, I believe, 10:30 for people in east central Hempstead County and for central Nevada County. Severe thunderstorms located along a line from 6 miles north of Prescott to Perrytown, I should say, moving east at 35 miles per hour. And it's located pretty much over the Prescott area. It'll be affecting Gurdon and the such here very, very soon. So that's information for you. There's severe thunderstorm warning till 10:30 for Hempstead and Nevada County. We still have a current severe thunderstorm warning remaining in effect for Grant, Jefferson, and Saline, and also Pulaski County. Severe thunderstorm located near Cane Creek, or basically 12 miles northeast of Sheridan, moving northeast at 60 miles per hour. And once that line moves through, then we've got a few more thunderstorms, thunderstorms out to the west, one north of, basically near Mena and Wicks and DeQueen, and also some in the western part of the state, near Dover and Russellville that are severe. KG5RON.
Skywarn, net up.
PA5PNT.
Winds are kicking up here at the county line. It'll be hitting, if it comes over me, it goes to Interstate 530 next.
Okay, the station that was talking and giving us a report didn't catch your calls. Go ahead and try that again.
Sorry about that. Kilo 5, Delta Charlie. Sorry about that.
Okay, and what was your transmission again?
Well, I'm at the Grant Jefferson County line. I was letting you know that storm coming out of Sheridan. The wind gusts are just getting here. We haven't started yet. And I'm just probably 4 miles to the west of Interstate 530.
Yeah, copy that. And you're going to be getting quite a wind shift here. Wind gust probably 50, 60 miles an hour here very, very soon. And possibility of 1/4 to 1/2 inch hail. Okay, other station that was in there with the other station. Go ahead, please.
Yeah, WA5PNT. For your information, Highway 270, just west of Poland, is closed with a tree across the road and power lines in it.
Okay, copy that there. You say pretty close to the county line there west of Poland?
I'd say it probably was 1,500 block. I'm picking this up off the county, and I'm at Prattsville, north of Prattsville, so I just thought I'd let you know that.
Oh, well, definitely. Thank you there. No doubt about it, because when that storm come through, I know for a fact there's at least 50, 60 mile an hour winds. And when you got a ground that's soaked with rain, the tree roots cannot hold on to mush. They have to have solid, earth. And whenever it rains pretty heavy and then you got a high wind come through, there's nothing to hold those trees in place. I'm looking at that same cell, but say between Sweet Home and East End and down to Redfield, and I'm going to take a look at this radar here right quick. Oh, boy. Yeah, there's some convergence. There's winds coming in and out of that storm, and it looks like it's trying to get its act together just east of East End, but say between Wrightsville and Woodson out there, and I would say that there is a good chance we might get another warning here very soon on that, and that's on around I-530 there around the county line of Saline and Pulaski.
Roger, I'll be monitoring for a while.
DBC, KG5RON, K5DBC.
Skywarn, net up.
Yes, sir. Go ahead, KG5RON.
Information, as that front came through, I just sat here and watched my thermometer fall a full 10 degrees from 72 down to about 62 in the course of about, I don't know, it's probably been 3 minutes, maybe 4 minutes.
Yeah, copy that. Yeah, that's not even the front yet. We hadn't quite reached this yet. We've still got a few more, discrete thunderstorms out to the west of us there that I believe mark the actual cold front. So we might be getting more than that.
W5RHS and 5DLC.
W5RHS.
Did you find that on broadcaster 5?
Yeah, I got it on here.
Okay, I was just checking. Yeah, they got a mess up there. Truman, Carway, all that.
Was a storm that came through here, and that was a storm that came through here, and it said tornado possible on my detector. And so far it's 100% right. It just didn't make all the way up. It's the one that touched down, and I think, far as I know, it's still on the ground.
Probably so. All right, well, I'm going to get, probably like y'all, I got 3 radios going here, and I'm texting my daughter, so trying to keep up with everything. M5 DOC.
Yeah, Kelly, still on the ground, and it's in Kentucky.
Good Lord. My gosh. My little detector was correct, Ron. That same storm. Wow. It's still on the ground.
Well, see, it was all by itself. It was a little discrete, by itself thunderstorm out in ahead of all this other stuff that formed up, and it got up in the tornado juice, if you will, all by itself, nothing to take away from it.
Skywarn, snap up.
Yeah, copy that. I was watching it. It didn't really have any couplet or anything like that, but boy, it had some wind and some lightning, and I watched it once it got past Little Rock on up into, like around Desark and such, it started getting angry.
We got some more stuff sneaking up on our southwest. I just noticed another line coming in, looks like.
Yes, sir, and if you look at that storm east of Clarksville, north of Russellville, does that shape look familiar?
Yeah, in fact, I see that shape several places, and I've seen it before.
Hope it don't do anything. N5 EWC, mobile.
Well, we absolutely, without a doubt, concur with that statement. But I was going to make mention about it on the, Kelly, on the base velocity 1/2 degree tilt up there just north of Hector. Do you see, the dark green, and all of a sudden you got a little red inside that dark green? That's been sucked into the storm, so there's some rotation there.
The possibility tonight may not be over yet.
I agree with that, without a doubt. And if you want to take a look to confirm that, look over on the storm radio velocity 1/2 degree tilt north of Hector. See the pink swinging into the northwest of Hector, and then the green coming in below it there? Yeah, there's some spin. I wouldn't put it past them putting a warning out on that thing here pretty quick. It's got to be a thunderstorm, but boy, if that thing rotates anymore, they're going to have to do something.
Agree. I'm going to look around at some of these other storms that are sneaking up out of the southwest.
Now remember, if you're looking in the extreme southwestern part of the state, I'd recommend going to like Shreveport or something, because you're on the far fringes if you're looking at any base velocities or radio velocities or something. I would go ahead and go to Shreveport and see if you can see a little bit better there, because it is closer to their radar and their influence.
Go to the radio velocity, that storm radio velocity down that one in Clark County, those shear markers. That looks pretty interesting.
Yeah, it's a pretty broad area down there around Curtis and Gum Springs, broad area of rotation there. So, but there's some high velocity winds going in, and some, it's getting a little tighter there around Daylark, and maybe a little northwest of Fairview. So I see what you're talking about, but it's got a severe thunderstorm warning on it. So without a doubt, the whole storm is rotating now. I don't see a shear marker come up yet. So I don't see a tornado DVS or anything to that effect marker coming up, but there's definitely rotation. It's worth keeping an eye on it.
I have a TVS on it, but I have two shear markers. Got one just west of Fairview, and another one just west of Sparkman.
Skywarn, net up.
Well, I think the one west of Sparkman is inflowing the such, but that one west of Fairview, that's right on top of where that broad area of rotation is, so I would keep a close watch on that one for sure. I think the one on the down west of Sparkman is inflow. Yeah, I believe that's inflow there, Kelly, west of Sparkman. That's wind blowing in toward the storm, and you got wind blowing out of the storm, and they're intermixing there, and it's giving us a false, kind of a false reading there, bright pink there. So, but I'm looking at southwest, just maybe a couple of miles southwest of Daylark.
Yeah, that's central circulation.
Oh, and just information for you, maybe we'll find out tomorrow, but if I'm not mistaken, we were looking at I was watching that Ryan Hall, he's live right now, and that the tornadic cell that's been on the ground for so long, when it first started moving into Kentucky, he looked at the correlation coefficient. It was a perfect example of what it's supposed to look like with debris. And then he went up to another, I think it was one of the velocities, maybe the storm radial velocity, and it looked like there were two of them.
Would go up to those tornado warnings in the far northeast where Benton is. Why is there three polygons inside each other? There's the big one, then there's a smaller one, then there's a smaller one inside that with a TVS of an 8. But why is there three polygons inside each other?
Well, I'm not sure. They might be having issues tonight, like with their chat.
Going to see what radar I'm on here. Boy, it has a heck of a couplet right there.
Which one is that?
Tornado warning for northeast Graves County, not Graves, but that one for northeast, east of Benton, on Highway U641.
You know, that's what worried I was afraid of. It's gotten up into really juicy air, and it's really acting a fool tonight. And to be honest with you, they got high dew points all the way. I mean, there is nothing to stop this thing from going for a long time. It's got everything you need. It's got all the juice and the darn, helicity and everything. It's all there, and it's feeding on it.
It's up there near Benton, or northeast of Benton. Go to the CC. I've never seen nothing like that before.
Trapped firefighters inside and in Mayfield. All official emergency broadcast transmitters went dead. It was catastrophic. So, it's definitely a bad situation. Still ongoing.
Just repeat that.
Department transmitters went dead up there around Jonesboro. K5TGZ.
Some other areas outside of the state, Sandburg, Tennessee, a fire station took a direct hit, trapped firefighters inside. And then Twitter report said somewhere near Mayfield, it said all official emergency broadcast transmitters just went dead. This is catastrophic, and that was posted 4 minutes ago.
Skywarn, net up.
That's not good. So that's where their local ham community ought to be on top of the game. They could set up shortly and have them in communication again. I would think, anyway.
This is KG5RWN, just information on that cell that you're referring to. That is a very, very, very large debris signature on the correlation coefficient. That monster is still on the ground, and in fact, that is the same cell that came through Saline County earlier this afternoon. And it's had a tornado on the ground at least from Jonesboro to where it is now, non-stop.
VS signature just popped up with a 14 on it, Ron.
Yeah, Kelly, if you look at your, your delta velocities, point to your icon there, and it'll come up, and it shows maximum delta velocity, 125 knots in, and 102 knots out. So you're looking at winds of about 220 miles an hour. So yeah, it's still on the ground.
Updated, Ron, it's 146 knots both ways.
Oh, Lord, it's going to be one of those nights, man. Just hate to tell everybody this, but this day is going to go down in history, okay? You can officially say that storm right there is a tri-state tornado. It's been through 3 states still, and still going. And with all the catastrophic damage to at least 2 nursing homes, numerous fire departments with trapped personnel and everything, it will be it'll go down in the records.
N5 DLC.
Go ahead, sir.
Kelly, I sent you a message that you must not have your phone. Do you see that there's possible tornado on the ground at Blyville now?
Well, I need to go over that way. I was just mesmerized with this one. I've never seen a CC like this in my life. About it right now on broadcast fire.
Figured I'd try to keep you intrigued there. N5 DLC.
KG5RN from N5 EWC. Hey, what's the details on that new severe thunderstorm warning that just came out for Van Buren? I didn't catch it all on the weather radio.
Okay, stand by. Let me try to pull it up here right quick. Okay, Van Buren, boom, there it is. We have, severe thunderstorm warning in effect until 10:45 for Stone, Searcy, Van Buren, Claiborne, and Conway. Strong to severe thunderstorms located along a line from Bohannon to near Dabney to near Jerusalem, moving east at 55 miles per hour.
Good copy. Thank you, sir. N5 EWC Mobile.
KG5RWN, no problem, sir.
What are you seeing around Blyville?
I definitely see a couplet near Armorel, 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 and it is tracking on off to the east and northeast. Next big city, I don't see anything in the way. Next big city will be Dyersburg.
Skywarn, net up.
I believe that's CC. Wow, W5RHS.
I told you, Kelly, that thing's been on the ground for, gosh, I mean, I'm just giving it a rough estimate. I mean, not even a rough estimate, just a ballpark guess of 175 miles or more, and it's still on the ground. And it's had a CC couple it, if you will, you know, the blue hole in that storm from the debris pretty much the whole time.
Looks like they just issued a severe thunderstorm warning with 60-mile-an-hour winds, 1-inch hail for Dallas, Grant, Hot Spring, and Jefferson County till 11 p.m.
Yeah, that's a copy, sure enough. They just did. Certainly did. KG5RON. We appreciate that.
Give up on NWS chat tonight. It's useless.
Yeah, copy that. I don't know what's going on with it. I mean, and I know they're busy, but there's always an internet tech or an IT technician that they have hired. That's all they have to worry about is keeping, them online. He needed to be doing his job tonight.
Like somebody in there was trying to get a hold of somebody. Other station, go ahead, M5EWC.
Thanks. This is AG5SU. I was trying to get a hold of Ron there, KG5RON.
Yeah, go ahead, KG5RON.
That big tornado I know you were saying earlier that it was in Kentucky. Did it ever make it into Kentucky, or I'm trying to get it through my head here. Did it go up to Boozeville, Missouri, and into Kentucky, and then hit part of Tennessee and come back, or what happened?
It went to the northeast Arkansas, the Boot Hill, and extreme western part of Tennessee, and now it's in Kentucky. It is east of Paducah.
Roger that. Is it around Gilbertsville?
Right now, it is near Kutawa, Kuttawa, and Eddyville, or it might be Eddyville, and Princeton, and not far from Dawson Springs.
Thanks a lot, Ron. KG5RON, this is AG5SU.
And just information, they've extended that warning on out to Princeton and Dawson Springs and St. Charles. So they're all, and Madisonville will be coming up next. So, but that is still very strong and very much on the ground. I've never seen too many tornadoes that look like that on radar for that long, and it hasn't lost any power. So it's still going strong. So anyway, glad to help. KG5RON.
Thank you, Ron. Yeah, my Delmer's ex-wife lives there in Gilbertsville, and I was concerned.
Okay, yeah, copy that. Well, hopefully they've got some weather radios and such they can keep up with what's going on, because it's going to be one of those nights. This is not just going to end. It's going to continue on for quite a while. So, this is considered a very large tornado outbreak. They've got tornadoes. There's tornadoes up just east of St. Louis and on up. So there's many tornado warnings and severe thunderstorm warnings going on throughout the central U.S. right now.
Skywarn, net up.
Roger that, AG5SU standing by.
Copy that. Well, put it this way. There's tornado warnings all the way up to the Great Lakes. So, yeah, it's going to be one of those nights and one of those outbreaks. Have a good one. KG5RON. I'm still looking at that severe thunderstorm moving up. They got the warning there for Grant County and Dallas and Jefferson and Hot Spring County till 11 o'clock. Severe thunderstorm 7 miles southwest of Leola. It's moving on off to the east at 40 miles an hour, and that's a severe thunderstorm warning. Looking at the hail marker showing maybe inch and a quarter hail. KG5RO wind.
Roger, Ron. I bet the people out just east of England and west of Coy might like to know what they're going to get hit with in one RS.
Yeah, copy that. I don't see any warnings on it, but that is pretty nasty looking hail core there. Three-quarter inch hail, just right on top of Coy. I would imagine that they're getting probably pelted by it by now. And it says it's tracking off to the north and east, but I do notice there's kind of more of an eastward progression along with the northeast, so I guess it'd be east-northeast. But we need to watch that because there's kind of a D shape to that cell, and that means that there's a lot of wind out in front of it. Basically, we're going to be moving into Humnoke here any time now with some high winds.
5RN, W5RHS.
Go ahead, young man, KG5RN.
How about that tornado in Kentucky right now? The one that started in Little Rock. They said it's over 360-something miles away from Little Rock, still on the ground.
Yes, sir, I told you. This is one to be remembered. Like I said, even when it first started spinning up and everything, I said, I haven't seen one looks like this in a long time. And then, boy, next thing I know, it's on the ground and it's very, very prominent. This is comparable to, maybe EF4 or even EF5 damage here and there. Maybe not the whole time, but, you're talking one that's like more Oklahoma type of tornado.
Probably one comparable to March 1st, I guess.
Yeah, copy that. That was a long track one from Arkadelphia up to Benton, and then it skipped about 3 or 4 miles and then come back down, so that's considered 2 different tornadoes. Even though it's the same funnel, they count that as additional tornado. One in Kentucky has not come off the ground, period.
That's just something.
Yes, sir, and the absolute worst, of course, it hit a couple of nursing homes and some fire stations and trapped personnel and injured and killed people, but it's happening at night.
How are these storms that are south of us doing? Are they starting to ramp up a little bit? I know they're still severe warned, and my detector in there is still going crazy from them. So I just wondered.
Well, they're still severe warned, the heaviest parts from Lono to Leola, back to Willow and down to Carthage and, just a bit north of Princeton, but the heavy hail is down around the Princeton area there, and also up near Leola, 1-inch hail. There's a lot of lightning in there. Pretty much anytime you have hail in a thunderstorm, you're going to have lightning because a lot of those stones get big enough and they strike against each other and they create friction, and, it's a positive-negative charge thing, and, so you usually have a lot of lightning, especially with, severe storms like this, so I wouldn't doubt there's some extreme winds and it's very vivid lightning, and there's probably no doubt about it. Plus, there's also some, like I said, there's some extreme winds, even right now, over near Leola. So these things are still spinning like tops, but there's nothing coming out of it as of right now. I'm going over to my velocities there. Leola's probably got a heavy wind going through right now.
Skywarn, map up.
Base velocity just north of Humnoak there. Just north of Humnoak, there's something looks kind of suspicious, and one just southwest of Sheridan looks kind of interesting.
Well, you got winds that are being sucked in from the east and the southeast and from the northwest, from the storms up over Sheridan into this big storm, because it's the big boy in town. It's the dominant storm, and it's sucking, that's why the storms over, say, Sheridan and Jefferson are dying down, because they're being robbed by this big boy down there in Leola. So that's why you're getting, different winds in different directions, because it's killing these other storms, and they still got wind in them, but they're going the opposite direction of which way the storm in relative motion. So you got winds that are coming in even faster into the storm because they're being accelerated by the rotating of the storm. So yeah, that makes a lot of sense. I'm looking what I'm seeing on the Doppler, especially the radial velocity going over to base velocity. Yeah, there's at least 3 or 4 areas of interest. But the thing is, they're all going different directions, and it's all because of the storms converging.
I still say that little area right there, just southwest of Sheridan, it's starting to get brighter. In the last sweep, it just got brighter. It wouldn't surprise me if that didn't have a feeling. W5 R2.
Yeah, copy that. I see a couple of areas of interest south of Prattsville, but especially down along the county line west of Grapevine. I'm looking at all that right there. So that's why the green lines are kind of strung out. You got winds that are coming in from different directions, into the storm. And then you got the red that's going away from the radar, so... that's, whenever you have any exchange of wind, cold air goes in, or warm air rises, well, guess what? Cold air is going to fill in. There has to be. There can't be a vacuum, so the warm air rises and the other air comes in from different directions feeding into that storm because they have to fill the void created by the rising warm air. I'm looking at that rotation, getting its act together a little bit south of Sheridan right now.
It wouldn't surprise me if it went tornado. I think we'll probably get at least 1 or 2 more tornado warnings before night's over with.
Yeah, and let's see, if it does, then we're looking at Whitehall, Sherrill, Altheimer, and Wabaseka a little further down the line. So, and even possibility of northwestern Pine Bluff.
But there's a hail marker that's north of Humnoak. And just northeast of the hail marker, there's a nice little ripple. It's a little brighter right now, just south of Duval's Bluff there.
Yeah, copy that. It seems like the further east they get past Little Rock, the more receptive the atmosphere is. It's got more juice.
I think we barely escaped disaster tonight in central Arkansas.
Ain't no forest, it's just ground, I say just dirt and ground, though. I think that heat, it collects the heat during the day and then radiates it all night.
Skywarn, that's up.
Yes, sir, that's the thermal. You get a lot of times you'll see a lot of storms and clouds, a lot more clouds over a city than you do, say, out in the country, because the city, the concrete, the asphalt, all holds heat. And it's 5, 10, 15 degrees warmer in the city than it is in the country. And that hot air rises, well, that's your thermal, and cooler air, has to fill in behind it or under it, and that hot air rises up and breaks through the cap, and then you form thunderstorms.
Always amazing. You know, son, I used to ride big dirt bikes out across the National Forest, and that last southern ridge there, don't I say, above Hector and so forth, you got past it and got up north in the summertime, the weather was on, the temperature would be 20 degrees cooler up there in them forests than it would down in the river valley. K5TGZ.
Yes, sir, that's how that works, you know. It's quite noticeable, and you know, I've been you know, seen it where it was almost 50 degrees at the surface down below a mountain, and went up to the top of the mountain and was going to go deer hunting. By the time we got up to the top of the mountain, it was in northwest Arkansas. I can't remember which mountain it was, to be honest, but we went up there to go deer hunting, and by the time we got to the mountain, it was already sleeting.
That's quite common, especially in Stone. Like I said, you know, so you get a rain front, you know, so you get, you know, so it'd be raining here. Stone, like I said, you know, so you go driving, you know, so you go driving over the Ozarks or the Ouachita's, either one, and you'll get to the point where you see the ice in the trees, but it's not on the ground because there was just that much, just a low enough temperature, you know, 30, 40 feet off the ground that the trees froze to death.
Absolutely true. KG5RON. I know weather is kind of freaky at times, for sure. This KG5RON, just going to reiterate this severe thunderstorm warning that's going on. Let's see. Okay, the severe thunderstorm warning for southeastern Hot Spring County has been canceled because the storm has moved into Grant County, so they dropped the warning there. And they're continuing the severe thunderstorm warning until 11 o'clock for Grant County, northeastern Dallas, and western Jefferson County. Severe thunderstorm located near Dogwood, 8 miles south of Sheridan, moving east at 60 miles an hour, 60-mile-an-hour wind gusts, quarter-size hail at least. My marker has shown larger hail at different times. So we're looking at Sheridan, Redfield, Pine Bluff, Whitehall, Leola, Carthage, and Prattsville, all in the path. Oh, and the Pine Bluff Arsenal also. So it's all in the path of that severe thunderstorm. And I'm looking at it, and the storm starts at Prattsville, moves out to just south of Sheridan, and then all the way back to just north of Carthage. So it's making a bow, if you will, a backward C shape, and wherever that point, you know, the main point of the backward C moving east is, that is where the highest winds, and I'm going to tell you, it is really blowing there just around the Sheridan area there, south of Sheridan, and it's tracking off to the north and east there for sure. KG5RON.
Ron, I'm checking on that one up in Kentucky again. It's still got the blue CC and still maintaining 142 knots in and out.
Yeah, I was afraid of that. There's nothing to stop it. I mean, literally, there's nothing that, you know, that'll stop it. The only thing that'll stop it and take it off the ground is to run any cooler air. But we're under a great big ridge of high pressure, you know, and so all the warmth that comes in off the Gulf or through Arkansas and Louisiana and everything, it's all the way up to the Great Lakes. I mean, it's all the way up there. So there's plenty of juice and incentive for that tornado to keep going.
Skywarn, net up.
I hope I can remember all the feeds that I need to pull the audio files from. I'm going to have my work cut out for me next few days.
Yeah, copy that. You know, what do you say? What did John say? The MAC 3 channel, and then you got the Broadcaster 5 channel. all the way up into Kentucky. So you're going to have to go down the line and figure out who has the Broadcastify feed and then download it. You know, I don't know if there's a time limit on them, but I know on your repeater there's not. You know, but I mean I don't know if you can pull from their archives. You know, so many days or so many hours. I don't know.
It's got a year's worth. I got this radio reference feed here, the Mac 3, and then there's another channel that's on interop channel, and this channel. Well, that thing's just not quitting, Ron. It's still carrying on.
Yeah, copy that. You know, don't hold your breath because it ain't going anywhere anytime soon.
Confirmed tornado on the ground near Eddie.
Yeah, copy that. If you want to go look up Ryan Hall, he's still streaming on here. I've got his audio muted, but he's got a 4-window pane. You know, he uses four panes, you know, for different radars from the same, you know, view. And he's got, the correlation coefficient on there, and I believe he's got delta velocities, and then the regular, different other aspects of it. You'd have to look and see.
When things were getting kind of hot and heavy earlier here, do you know if he tapped into our stream or not?
Well, to be honest with you, I was listening to it in my wireless headphones, but I wasn't listening to it, you know, because I keep one ear open to where I can talk on ham, and it was pretty hot and heavy for a while in here. So I was reading a lot of stuff and talking about it. So I didn't get to hear if they had any. Now he's got a friend that was a storm chaser that was right behind or along with Reed Timmer. And this guy was right behind to Reed as they were chasing this storm all the way up. I guess they're still chasing it.
I have to watch that. You know, when things calm down, I have to watch that video. You know, after it stores it on there and just watch it and see what all happens.
Yeah, the guy, his real good friend, it was chasing right behind Reed Timmer. That guy sent some photographs of the tornado, very good ones actually, and I believe that Ryan Hall posted them on his Twitter feed.
Really good ones. You got the one of the hitting that nursing home. He was right there on that thing.
Yeah, copy that. Brian Infinger or Erfinger or whatever, that is the guy that is, that's the one that I was talking about, the one that, you know, is a good friend of Ryan Hall. Yeah, he's the one that took the photograph of the nursing home up there.
Skywarn, net up.
Good. Look at that storm right there at Sheridan again. Kind of interesting right there. Sheridan on Highway 270, a little something to look at.
Yeah, you got cool air that's rushing in over Sheridan, coming in behind that storm, causing it to bow out like that. And that creates a problem if you're in front of that bowing line or bowing storm, because you'll get quite a blow. And I'm looking at the base velocity, half a degree tilt, and you know there's a lot of spin there. You know why? Because there's you'll notice the notch in behind coming in over Sheridan. That's the cool air rushing in because that storm is going so fast that it's outrunning itself, if you will, and that's why you got wind convergence just east of Sheridan there, you know, reds and greens. because the wind's coming in, and it's also going up and coming down, and, you know, so you got winds going in every direction pretty much there. I wouldn't doubt Sheridan got a heck of a blow a while ago.
SRV .5. Look right there east of Sheridan on 270. That looks like it might turn into something to me.
Yeah, that's the same area I was talking about. You know, the reason it's bright pink and the such is because that wind's rushing in from the west, sucking in, you know. When you get winds that are blowing out in front, you got to have something that takes that wind's place that just left going out front. So it comes in from the back, you know, inflow to the storm, and it could very well cause it to spin up. But right now I don't see anything causing it to maybe spin. You know, it's catching up. Actually, that wind coming in from the west is catching up with the wind that's going out. You know, so that's why you have the pink and green. I mean, it's pretty, you know, it's pretty widespread, pink touching green. You know, usually when you have bright pink or red touching green, then you got a problem. But this is just high winds.
I wished MIL was on here. He's real good with the power outage. He could tell us what kind of power outages are developing along 270 corridor in Grant County.
Well, I wouldn't doubt there's going to be a few circuits tripped because of that high wind. Not saying a tornado or anything to that effect, but when you have heavy rain, it loosens up the soil. The tree roots are not that deep. They are more lateral. You know, there's only like one root going down, that's the tap root, and the rest of the roots are growing laterally around the tree base, not that far into the surface. When you get a heavy rain, it becomes mush. Terra firma is no longer terra firma, it's mush, and the tree, any wind blows, is going to blow that tree right over. So you can have a problem there, blowing circuits and the such, and tree limbs breaking off and flying into, you know, the lines and blowing circuits and the such, or fuses.
Well, I wish we could have the chat going so I could see if they're discussing any of that.
Yeah, copy that. That would be number one on my list of things to fix tomorrow morning.
Supervisor of the IT guy, that would be his first thing, huh? Probably starting tonight, huh?
Well, let me put it this way. If I was in charge of that, he would have been working on it during the whole event. The National Weather Service office in Little Rock, they had to take shelter this evening, and they handed off to, I believe it was Shreveport for a while, or maybe it was Memphis, I'm not sure. But they had to take shelter because of 70-mile-an-hour wind gusts, you know, and I can understand getting out of Dodge to, you know, take shelter during that. But during this tornado outbreak, they should have had somebody dedicated and working on nothing but that. You don't have somebody that, you know, when they have time, when they quit doing this, to go work on it. They need somebody working on that right now.
Skywarn, that's up.
Yeah, I agree. Well, I hope Tarmac, the weather cat, was inside during all that.
I'm sure he was.
M5ALC.
Go ahead, KG5RN.
Ron, KG5RN. And Kelly, W5RHS. And this is M5ALC. I stay here listening to y'all. And watch a little bit of TV and see if anything else is coming up again on the weather radar. So stay here, Bob, and listen to y'all anyway, so go ahead.
Yeah, copy that. As of right now, we have a severe thunderstorm warning going on. Let's see, until, if I can find the time, 11 o'clock for northwestern Jefferson County. They dropped, the Sheridan area out. Now it's just strictly for Jefferson County. So as of right now, that's the only one except around Clarendon and East Arkansas, DeVal's Bluff and everything. We do have a few more storms that are forming basically from Mountain Home down through Heber Springs and Conway through Hawk Springs and back down to Ashdown and Texarkana. And they're tracking off to the north and east. I don't see anything getting really severe with them because the storm line in front that we just dealt with kind of cooled the air off. So maybe it's taken away some of the nasty juice away from the other storms.
Up here at Batesville, and I'm on my phone, and I'm on Zello. And so I just look on for the radar, keep track of everything else, and keep a little bit up to date, and relay everything else up there. Go ahead.
Okay, copy that. Well, welcome aboard here. I'm just looking at, this is a terrible situation still up in Kentucky. The tornado that hit around Jonesboro and that area there is still on the ground. It has not left the ground. You're talking almost 400 miles.
You and Kelly go ahead. I'll stay here, Marjorie, for a while, watch a little bit TV, then I'm going to go to bed. And nothing else up here around Batesville. So, San Francisco, I'll be monitoring for a little while. N5ALC.
Okay, you be careful now. I'm getting messages here. I got to go check right quick. So, 73s to you. Have a good one there, buddy. KG5R win. I'm clear and going to be tied up just for a little bit.
Skywarn, net up.
U5 RHS N5LSN Arkadelphia.
W5 RHS, go ahead.
Got a valley on ramp. I'm following the wife back to Benton now. Is anything going to blow us off the road while we're driving down here? I didn't want any surprises.
I understand that. I'm glad the repeater's okay, too.
Going to come up on us between Arkadelphia and Benton on our drive down there.
This KG5R win. I see nothing really. You might encounter some lightning flashes and the such to your northwest when you get up close to the Malvern area. You do, however, have another thunderstorm coming in out of northeast Texas between Ashdown and Texarkana that's severe warned. But that'll be behind you, so I believe you can, make it and traverse safely.